Final whistle. I'm gonna go and record my reaction while the emotions are still raw and high because I'm pissed. Will the U.S. qualify for the 2022 World Cup? Short answer, yes. There's no way we can't get results in the next 4 games that we have. But this was a huge stumbling block, re Canada. And as you just saw, I just watched the match and I'm thoroughly disappointed. I think the problem is still deep in U.S. soccer, hiring a coach that doesn't really have a great track record, and now it's showing. All of the games that we played before where we really dominated, they were against such lesser opponents, and now we're playing the big guys being Canada, which I don't remember saying that before. John Herdman, the Canada coach, he's really got a good coaching setup. I got to give him credit, and on the flip side, Greg, the U.S. coach, what has he offered? So look, I'm looking at the stats right now thanks to FootMob. USA 64% possession. Great. Canada scored an early goal and then they just sat back. They allowed us to do whatever they want. They dared us to break them down, which we didn't. We had 13 shots. They had 8. We had 9 chances created. They had 6. They created 2 big chances, and we created 0 big chances. And a lot of that, honestly, it could be down to personnel on the field. Why didn't Pepe start? What did Giassi Zardes actually do? But also, I think it might be a little deeper than that, and it might be the style of play that the U.S. manager wants them to play. I mean, just looking at the stats, duels won pretty even. Accurate passes, we had a lot more because we had possession. Okay. Turner could have done a little bit better with his possession, I thought. Top rating, their left back, Adekugbe, got an 8.6, and Dest had a 7.3. Of course, the ratings, what do they really mean at the end of the day? Usually they're mostly stat-based. It's got to be a wake-up call. I mean, if we don't get a result at home versus Honduras, then we're going to leave it to the last window to qualify. If we look at the World Cup qualifying table right now, Canada have 22 points, USA have 18, Mexico yet to play. They play Costa Rica, and it would really be helpful for us if Costa Rica won. Panama is playing Jamaica right now, and Jamaica is winning 1-0. So that could help us a lot, actually, because Panama's 4th, and Jamaica's 6th. But then, which makes it really a race for 4th spot. Who's going to get that last qualification place, which is a playoff? I think the U.S. will probably end up qualifying 2nd or 3rd. If I had to say, I'd say 3rd by the skin of our teeth, because we didn't qualify for the last World Cup. So really, we just don't have the experience to just push all the way. We don't have those veteran leaders, John Brooks. I don't know. The emotions are really raw right now, I definitely want to push a lot of the blame towards the management. It's almost a typical performance. We've seen this kind of performance, and on Twitter, on Twitter people are talking, and they talk a lot about this is Berhalter ball. This is typical, And I'm tending to agree with them now, because what has he really offered the fans and the players? It's a defensive style that has no offensive spark. He just gets lucky with his player selection. And that's a problem. Alright, now I'm going to go through my Twitter, because I was kind of live tweeting during the game, letting my feelings be known and whatnot. So the first thing, when Canada scored in the 7th minute, or whatever it was, I said, clearly we need to wake up. Next, the manager Berhalter did a very unnecessary bounce pass behind the back. And then I noticed right away, Zardes needed to come off. And really, Zardes was not doing enough, And then the Matt Turner really good save after he originally didn't make a good save. And then the the Reggie Cannon and Paul Areola sub, to me, that just felt like Greg is just throwing it away. He said, yeah, let's clear up defensively, but we're not going for the win. How do you sub in Reggie Cannon when Serginho Dest is having such a great game? And Reggie Cannon, he's known to be way more defensive. He doesn't get forward. How is that going to win us the game? I mean, it gives me a headache. Yeah, and in the 89th minute, I kind of just gave up hope. I accepted that we were going to lose, and then we went on and conceded another one. So there you go. I mean, it's just abysmal. We have by far the best talent in the region, in CONCACAF. Shout out this guy, Reyna, one of the best. But we're not able to use all of our talent effectively. And Greg has this system that the players fit, that he wants the players to fit into, but they just don't fit into it, and he's trying to force it. And it's being exposed. Herdman exposed it. Panama exposed it. Oh, that's a different story. It's not good enough, and we really need to bring some energy and some life into the next games, especially the next qualifying window, because if we don't, we might not qualify. And then it's going to be another 2018 Cuva heartbreak. I still have the faith, but man, Greg, what are you doing?